We continue to monitor the story in the Eastern Cape, where the Buffalo City Metro has deployed disaster management teams to areas affected by flooding after heavy downpours. The municipality is on high alert following continuous heavy rains in and around East London. Reporter Xolani Sichinga is following this story for us. I understand he has the Premier of the Eastern Cape as well as other stakeholders. Brother Sichinga, what's the latest?
Yeah, a very good morning once again to you, Blaine. We're still here at Mdantsane outside East London in the Eastern Cape. That's where we saw a trail of destruction following the rain that happened yesterday. But we have the Premier who's here in this area to do some assessment together with the Mayor of the municipality. But I'm going to take to the Premier quickly just to see if what he saw, what is making out of what he saw here. Premier, good morning and thank you for the time.
Yeah, good morning and good day to your viewers as well. Thank you very much. We're here to respond to the crisis that we went through yesterday. It's a debacle, I must say. It's quite disastrous what we have just observed here. Our people have been really submerged here in these floods. Unfortunately, it's also part of our inaction. I must admit up front that things that we should have done better, sometime we couldn't. Yes, I understand that recently also President visited the area. Municipality is doing some work in relocating these people, but some people should have been relocated here. This is happening for the second time. It happened sometime in 2005. Unfortunately, when we remove people, some people come back. Some are not actually demolishing the structures that they are removed when they are getting houses. This is what we're picking up from the people on the ground. But what we have seen here now is bad. It should have not happened, and unfortunately, it's out of our control. Now we're talking about this potential disaster that we are waiting for the technical assessment that officials are working on it on the ground to give us a clear assessment of what has exactly happened here and what needs to be done in terms of intervention. We know that we have lost lives. Condolences to those families. We have lost a couple of people, including the diver, the captain, who was saving people's lives out of these floods here from Cambridge. We really wanted to extend our word of condolences to the families, including the family of that captain. It's very unfortunate. Yes, now we know that we are a disaster-prone province. It's happening across the province, not only here, also in the eastern part of the province. It has been happening for some time. We've been there visiting those communities. So we definitely need a very integrated approach, a very comprehensive approach to address these problems. And definitely we're going to be relocating these people here. That's a decision that we're taking. We're setting up a war room where we'll be working with the Metro as well as provincial government and the national government in the context of DC development model to ensure that we make a quick intervention and address these problems that we should have been addressing. We have got a potential to build houses. We've been building houses. Buffalo City has been building houses. Hundreds and hundreds of houses or thousands and thousands of houses have been built here. So we definitely need to get our house in order and address that. I know part of the problem has been litigation that has been happening with service providers. Sometimes that we've been unable to get things done within time that is supposed to be acted upon. So definitely we've got to improve our efficiency, our agility as government. Disaster needs an agile system. We must respond immediately when things like this happen and get our people. We are doing some interim relief thanks to the social partners like Gift of Givers and others who are on the ground providing our people and supplying them with interim relief, blankets, food, etc. Some people have been relocated to the community halls here so that to keep them safe. We are worried, but we are seeing potential of the rain still coming even tomorrow.
Okay, go on. Premier, what are the statistics in terms of people that have been moved here to other areas of safety?
We're still working on that. We're talking about more than 100 now, people who have been housed in the community halls. So they're working on that, reconciling those numbers. We're visiting a couple of wards now. From this ward, we're going to other couple of wards in Mdantsane, where we've seen also terrible scenes happening throughout the day yesterday.
Are there any houses that are destroyed in your understanding?
Yes, there are houses that have been destroyed. Some houses have been submerged. These informal settlements have been submerged in water. We've heard a story of two kids who were actually also moved by these actually floods whilst they were inside the shack itself, moving into this kind of a stream. Terrible, terrible story for those young. It's a traumatizing story as you hear from those young kids. Even in Mdantsane, many houses have been destroyed. A couple of houses have been actually being worked on to assess the damage that has happened. This house just near where we are, it has also been submerged. But this house has been on this unfortunate situation since 2005. These people should have been removed long time ago because they are in the flood area and they are not supposed to be here.
Thank you very much, Mr. Premier. Now, that was the Premier of the Eastern Cape, giving us a sense of what they have been happening. Now, we're going to be talking to the Mayor of the Buffalo City, Joe Slovo. Mayor, good morning and thank you for your time.
Good day to you and to the viewers of SABC.
All right. I see you are doing the rounds there. You are doing some assessment work. What has been your observation so far?
Well, since the start of the disaster yesterday, we were here, myself with the MMCs responsible for disaster, as well as the MEC for COGTA since yesterday. But yesterday's task was to ensure that people whose structures are submerged by water were rescued to the community halls. So they are there, and that relief has been provided in terms of provision of blankets, mattresses, and food. So today we are here to assess progress. Our engineering personnel was working until very late in the evening to ensure that water is removed from the stream, and that has happened, and people are beginning steadily claiming back their lives. So that's what we are doing today. We are grateful that also we are visited by the Premier of the province together with us assessing the situation. We are disaster-prone metro, as you could say that there are many low-lying areas in our metro where sometimes people build informal settlements in low-lying areas and as such expose themselves to disasters such as this.
Mayor, it does seem like you are dealing with a moving target here. What do you do with people that sometimes when you move people and there are people that come back to occupy the same area?
Indeed, we are dealing with a moving target because the challenge primarily that we have here is inward migration. People migrate in order to seek greener pastures in the cities, and as such they would then look at any piece of land available for them to build themselves a shelter. We have removed these people, the people who were here before, into the temporary residential areas. We shall have to remove this as well, but also we will have to barricade the area with fencing so that you do not have people coming back here to rebuild the informal settlements into the streams and ravines.
Lastly, have you been able to maybe give assessment in terms of the damage that has happened?
Indeed, we have experienced 5 fatalities already. That includes a police captain. So our condolences goes to the families of those who are deceased. So we are now in the process of quantifying the damage in terms of how many people in this area. 13 households have been affected by the submerging of their homes as a result of the flooding. Those people are at Gombo Hall. They slept there last night. We provided for them. We are now moving to NU1 in Mdantsane, where we have a similar situation. People built informal settlements alongside the ravines or in the proximity of the ravines. Thank you.
Thank you very much, man. Yes, that was the Mayor of the Buffalo City Metro, Mr. Joe, giving us a sense of what the municipality is doing now to try and work with the situation that has happened in the Eastern Cape. Back to you in the studio.
All right. Lani Sijinga there live for us in the Eastern Cape. Come back to us if there's any developments. We'll get you live on air, get the view of the very latest. It is indeed a developing story this afternoon.